Hey, what's good everyone? Today we're gonna take a detailed look at the KangaROOS Schrittmacher Stollen Shield made in Germany. These guys right here, and they already released at the 8th of December 2019. I was just now able to get my hands on a pair of them because a friend of mine let his pair go, so thank you very much for that. And we are gonna jump into the details right after the break. So like I said, this has been released on the 8th of December 2019 at Schrittmacher directly, and about a week later on the 14th of December this has seen a wider release throughout Europe at a couple of retailers like Hannen and 43,5. But before we dive into the details of the shoe, I do have to mention the background story and the packaging because it plays a key role in this whole background story. It features the statue of August the Strong. August the Strong used to be the Elector of Saxony, Imperial Vicar and Elector King of Poland and Grand Duke of Lithuania in the 18th century. And he was very much in love with himself. During his lifetime, he had given the order to build a statue of himself sitting on a horse, everything covered in gold. This statue did not get completed until after his death, but today the bakeries in Dresden who are producing the Stollen, which is a fruit loaf, use this statue as a seal of quality for the products, and KangaROOS and Schrittmacher have taken up this idea and altered a little bit because the packaging here does not show August the Strong sitting on a horse but sitting on a kangaroo. I think this is a very tongue-in-cheek execution. I really like this, and this is a great reference to August the Strong, to the city of Dresden and the bakeries and the fruit loaf which Dresden is famous for. So with all this background information in mind, we can now dive into the details of the shoe. So the KangaROOS Schrittmacher Stollen Shield, made in Germany, is made out of different kinds of leathers and synthetic materials. The leathers that have been used on the shoe are a nubuck and a suede, and that's it with the leathers. All the other materials are synthetic. That's a mesh, 3M, and an Alcantara. So let's start with the leathers. We have the very nice, premium looking and premium feeling nubuck here on the mudguard and on the heel cup. And I have to admit, I think I have not seen a nicer nubuck before. I thought the Sneakerholics Coil 1 that released in spring had great quality already, but this one takes the cake. This is even better. This is super plush and super nice to touch. I just do not want to stop touching this. You can find the same kind of nubuck here on the mid panel where the KangaROOS logo is on the outside, and on the inside is punched out for the KangaROOS logo, and the outside features a raisin red kangaroo. You can find the same kind of nubuck here on the lacing section, and we have the suede sitting at the heel, at the collar, and that's it with the leathers. All the other stuff in synthetic material. We have, of course, the mesh here on the toe box and on the mid panels, and we have the 3M at the heel and on a little section here at the toe. And the inner line of the shoe is made from the Alcantara that I mentioned earlier. Alcantara is often used in cars for the seats. This feels very, very nice as well, very premium as well. I'm not just sure how much of a dirt magnet this is gonna be in the summertime when you're wearing no-show socks, but I think this is gonna be easy to clean. And also the colors are not very difficult to clean. And the backside of the tongue is also held in this Alcantara, and there's a smooth leather pocket sitting on top. That will lead us into the colors right away for a brief moment. I am usually not a fan of color fades because most of the time it's overdone in the meaning of that they will fade through 3 or 4 colors, and that's just gonna make a shoe too busy and just too cluttered. And they tone it down a little here, only use 2 colors on each section, which is from green to yellow and from orange to white, which really helps the design of the shoe here. And I'm really also glad that they kind of contrasted the whole thing, this whole really vivid popping shoe here with the black nubuck on the mudguard and on the heel cup. So it does give a nice contrast and is toning it down a little. Also a plus using the black color here is they can also wear it in fall or in spring when the weather is not so great and you're not going to ruin that shoe so quickly. The white here is resembling the powdered sugar that is used in the fruit loaf. The orange, green and yellow here is resembling the candied peel from lemon, lime and oranges, and the red hits on the shoe are resembling raisins here on the lacing section and on the outsole. And the outsole is a little bit translucent, which is really awesome and very well executed. And if you look at a raisin real close, you will find that it is also a little bit transparent. So I think this is a great idea and really executed very well. We have different kinds of branding on the shoe. For one, of course, it is the KangaROOS logo and the Schrittmacher logo as well. On the right shoe we have KangaROOS on the tongue, we have KangaROOS on the Dubray here, and we have KangaROOS on the insole. And the other shoe features the Schrittmacher logo, also on the tongue, on the Dubray, and of course also on the insole. So both collaboration partners are featured on the shoe with their logos. The insoles are both a little bit different because of the branding. Other than that, both of them feature the ingredients that are used in this fruit loaf. I think this is also very nice that it shows so much love to detail on the insole. Almost forgot, you have a little plastic support here at the mid forefoot section, and it doesn't take away from the comfort of the shoe. I think it's really nice. Design-wise, this reminds me a lot of the Racer Hybrid because the Shield, made in Germany here, is more or less a hybrid of the Shield OG and the coil one. And they also took some kind of elements of the Racer Hybrid. For example, the shape of the mudguard and also this little piece here of 3M on the toe box. The Shield OG does not feature that. Also, the Shield OG features a little piping around the heel cup. It's not included on the shoe, and I really prefer that it's not there. Also, the shape is a little bit more aggressive than the Shield OG, and it's also more aggressive than the Coiler 1. I think the Coiler 1 looks a little bit old-fashioned. I think the Racer Hybrid and the Shield, made in Germany here, are more modern looking, more contemporary looking, a little more aggressive, and I really do like both of these. Pretty much the same. It's hard to tell which I prefer actually. I think they are both awesome looking shoes, and I think both of them are probably my favorite KangaROOS so far. Really curious if KangaROOS is going to release another design on the Shield model here, because so far they only released one made in Germany on the Racer Hybrid, so we'll see how that is going to turn out. Anyway, really digging these. I think KangaROOS has done a great collaboration with Schrittmacher, and it turned out better than I had expected. That also does not happen very often. It's very hard to convince someone with a preconceived mind that I had because of the color fade, but I think this is really executed. It also falls into a current trend with all the tie-dyeing going on right now. I think this is really trendy at the moment. Really digging these, can't wait to throw these on feet, so stay tuned for the on-feet section, which is coming out right now, and I'm gonna see you in a couple of seconds. So that's it for today with the KangaROOS Schrittmacher Stollen Shield, made in Germany. That's such a long name. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one, and let me know what you think about this release down in the comment section. Really curious on what you have to say. And thanks for watching. Until next time. Until then, bye bye.